Maury Clinic provides the Salina community with a comprehensive spectrum of services delivered with compassion and sensitivity. We strive to create a partnership with our patients that promotes health and well-being in all phases of life. We care about our patients, we care about providing quality health care services, and we care about our community. Chances are you know many of us because Maury Clinic physicians live in Salina. We are coaches for youth sports teams and leaders for Boy Scouts and 4-H. We offer time, talent, and financial support to a variety of community events and charities. Our children attend school with your children. Our families attend worship services with your families. And we are proud to call Salina home. We have a vested interest in the success of this community, and we remain committed to an independent practice model that promotes our proud heritage and philosophy to provide quality medical care centered on the relationship between each patient and the physician of their choice. You have a choice for your medical care. Choose a doctor dedicated to the pursuit of excellence in healthcare services. Choose Maury Clinic.
What did that mean? Minor surgery. Not to me, it wasn't. I'm no risk taker. That's why I chose to have my surgery at Salina Regional. I wanted all the resources of a full-service hospital available to me. You know, just in case.
It's your choice where to go for surgery. Salina Regional Health Center, here for all your surgery needs.
The friendly staff at Salina Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Clinic, located at 523 South Santa Fe, are always welcoming new patients to serve in the areas of sports medicine, total joint care, and more. You can contact the office at 785-823-7213 or toll free at 1-866-406-4141.
Thank you. Can I help you today?
No thanks. I'm just looking. Oh, this is cute. So?
Too tight-headed! Yeah!
You wouldn't do it there.
Oh.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Like they're the fashion police.
Welcome to Salina Access TV, Friday Night Football. This is week 12. This is Stuart Haas with Charles Ross, and is the semis where the winner of this game plays the winner of Shawnee Heights, St. Thomas Aquinas winner for the state championship. And this could be a very interesting game, is that you probably got the two top teams really in state 5A right here playing, Charles.
Right.
And it's kind of like what Bruce Hurdle, Channel 12 News, used to say for years when you had South and Central with Diener and Stonebreaker. He said the 5A state championship always flows through Salina. And it could be another case like tonight.
That's definitely true. I actually think the winner of tonight's game will probably go on to win the state championship. I think right now, tonight, it's the state championship.
And it presents a very interesting situation for next week, because St. Thomas Aquinas is coached by Randy Dreiling, who was at Hutch all those years. And he was a thorn to everybody, including both South and Bishop Carroll. So either way, you know what you're going to get if he wins.
Yeah.
But I met a kid that his little brother is the starting running back for Shawnee Heights. And they're having an absolutely great year. And this kid has broken records at Shawnee Heights. So St. Thomas is not going to have a pushover tonight. But neither are these two teams here. This is going to be, I think, going to be a hard-fought game.
Yeah, especially when you got one team that's undefeated and one team that's only lost one game. That's
right.
Says it.
And like you said, the last loss Bishop Carroll had was in the semis last year versus South.
Right.
They like to have a little revenge. But then again, the last 3 years, South and Bishop Carroll have played in the playoffs. The first 2 years, Bishop put him out. Last year, South beat him finally. So South needs a win to tie this up, and I know that's what they're going for. We've only got one person out of the game, and that is Trace Kochefer, who is the 6'6" tight end. He's a junior, and he got hurt, I believe you told me, Central game.
I believe that's the game he got hurt.
And they're keeping him out because he's just not really ready to go. He's got basketball coming up, and he's going to be a power on the court for them. So that's what they're doing. He's going to be out. And that takes away a nice threat over the middle with your tight end who's 6'6", to go up and get those jump balls thrown up by the quarterback.
Yeah, but they've been playing without him the last few weeks, and they've been playing good. So they just got to continue doing what they've been doing and strive on in this game.
And DJ Weir, who is a wide receiver, Coach Sellers thought he should be a go. We don't know yet. We'll find out. He's kind of banged up and sore, he said. And if he doesn't go, they'll just hold him out in hopes that there'll be another game next week.
Next week, yeah.
So it's, and I had been told that Bishop Carroll was a little bigger than South, but according to the Bishop Carroll coach, South is bigger than them.
That's what he said.
And I thought, and it might be a lot more even size and speed than what we think. Now, here's one thing you need to know before we go. The first string defense for Bishop Carroll has not given up any points all year long. All the points scored on Bishop Carroll this year has been against their second and third string defense. I think tonight that string is going to get snapped.
I'll have to wait and see. But I'm pulling for South to score. But, you know, when you put up a team that hasn't lost and a team with won, it could be a battle, a defensive battle. So it may not be any scoring that takes place for a long time.
It might be, but as we talked about with Coach Strickman with Bishop Carroll, their strength is in their front seven. Their down linemen and their linebackers. Well, when you have, that's your strength. You spread them, and then you throw into the holes in their zone, or you throw over the top. And South has a great throwing quarterback.
Yeah, they do.
I would say the advantage goes South way on that. Although Coach Sellers said the quarterback for Carroll is a good quarterback, he's just not a great throwing quarterback. He knows when to throw and where to throw. So if not, he talks and run.
That's right. And you know, he only has 2 interceptions all year. That ought to say enough right there.
That tells me that he's not going. If there's double, triple coverage, he's not going to throw it. He's going to throw it where only his wide receiver has the chance to get it, and that's it.
That's it.
That's it. Well, thanks for watching the pregame show, and we'll see you at the start of this game. And folks, it's a little misty and chilly out, but as a football guy say, great weather for football.
Yes.
Well, welcome to Friday Night Football, Salina XS TV style. This is Stuart Haas with Charles Ross. It's the Oz dynamic duo.
Yeah.
And we have a very interesting game here. We got Salina South hosting Bishop Carroll. Now, the last previous years, they've played at Bishop Carroll. And I expect a nice big fight between the painted lines.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a good one. Actually, these two teams in the last 3 years have actually had the most wins too, so you know it's going to be a battle.
Yes, it is. And as we said in the pregame show, Bishop Carroll comes in undefeated. South's got 1 loss, but Bishop Carroll's last loss was against South in the semis last year.
Right. And they ain't lost since, dude.
And the winner of this game plays on the 29th, which is my oldest daughter's birthday, for the state championship against the winner of Shawnee Heights and St. Thomas Aquinas out of Kansas City, which is coached by Randy Dreiling, who was at Hutch. I expect that to be a good game up there as well. And folks, I'm trying to tell you, if Randy Dreiling's there at St. Thomas Aquinas, where he can recruit all over the metro area of Kansas City, you give him a couple of years and he's going to have a dynamic team.
Bishop Carroll has won the toss and deferred their choice to the second half.
All right, Bishop Carroll won the toss and going to defer. South will take the ball.
South will receive at the north goal.
There's no wind tonight, folks, and as you can see, it is foggy, misty. We were talking about the kind of like the fog bowl or the fog game they had, Chicago Bears had a few years back. And it was a whole lot worse than this. You couldn't even see the opposite side of the field. And if you were up in the stands, you couldn't even see the field.
Wow, yeah.
And I told him I'd read about it, a game that happened back in the 20s or 30s. It was called the Snow Bowl. And it was between, I believe, Michigan and Ohio State. And it was such a whiteout that I think the score was 6-3.
Wow.
They just couldn't move the ball. It was so bad. But in actuality, it's not really bitterly cold. And since there's no wind, you don't have the wind chill. The only thing is, as they would say, the track's a little wet.
A little bit.
So cutbacks might end up with you on the ground. You're going to have your feet underneath you maybe a little bit more when you're running the ball. Well, here we go, folks. Let's see how fired up South is and Bishop Carroll are. And I think this turnovers and penalties can play a big part, but I also think, you can measure how tall someone is, how much they weigh, how fast they can run, how much weight they can push.
Yeah.
You just can't measure a person's heart, their will to fight.
That's right. That's right.
That desire, that fire, whatever you want to, terminology you want to use there. And we got a loud noise, and this actually what this fog is doing is pushing the sound down onto the ground. It's not going up in the air, which will probably be good for the neighbors around and about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Honey, there's no noise. I can sleep tonight.
Do they really got a game over there?
Here we go. We're at 0-0 on the clock. As soon as they get, not 20, folks. We don't run 20-minute halves. There we go, 12. There we go. Now the South crowd's getting into it. He's kicking it deep. And we'll swing it up, man.
Oh!
He's on feet still.
Kickoff return number 8, Bryce Lenoy.
That went over the 50. And that was Eric McCullough who ran that back.
Oh, number 8.
Number 8?
Number 7, Mark 20.
Number 8 is, I'm looking for him on my depth chart, Bryce Vanoy. He took that back up to the 49 of Bishop Carroll, and South starts in good field position.
Bishop Carroll 49.
Well, let's see if we've got a size advantage here, if our offensive line can dominate the line of scrimmage. They go a quick throw out. And he's going to get down inside the 45.
Number 15.
Just threw out the quick throw out to wide receiver. He's like, he took it down to about the 42.
34, Evan Nichols.
That's a pickup of 7 yards.
You'd have 7 on the play, second down 3, 42-yard
Wow,
line.
they're off to a good start.
Well, if they're I'm team like that, look how far off the corners are on our wide receivers. They're 10 yards off them. I keep doing that. I'd make them pay for it.
Ball carrier number 2, Eric McCullough.
They ran a run blitz. They brought their linebackers up into a run blitz, and that's where
25, Samuel Honus.
Dalton Washington has to audible out into a different play.
Yeah.
Loss of 2 on the play, third down.
Dalton Wasserberg has that. I think he has that freedom from coach to do that. I think it was tipped away
by number 23.
Number 23.
Intended receiver number 82.
I got gloves on. It's kind of hard to pull through my deal. Stephen Smole. I actually thought if he had thrown it to McCullough coming out of the backfield,
yeah,
he would have had the first.
Formation number 82, Jacob Foster.
And the junior Jacob Foster's in to punt. Line drive hit, caught at about the 15. If we get up over the 30.
Punt return by number 1, Denzel.
Well, South had good field position, didn't take advantage of it. They had a good first down play.
Yeah.
Then they
self-destructed a little bit after that.
Yeah, they needed to be able to audible out of that run play when they saw the linebackers were coming on the run blitz. There, you've either got to get it to the outside real quick because their middle linebackers have sold up the middle. And if you can control the corner guys, you've got a first down.
33-yard line.
They're coming out 3 left and 1 right, shotgun formation. Incomplete. There's a quick throw to the inside.
Boy, he was there, though.
Yep. It was low, and it was a quick throw to the inside, which means they might need to bring someone up a little closer on the line of scrimmage to get
him.
him.
Giving him no break, neither. They're lining right up.
Second down 10, 33-yard line.
Now they're running it. Missed tackles all the way up over the 45. Missed tackles by South.
Making a stop for the Cougars, number 4, DJ Weir.
So DJ's out there.
Yeah, DJ's there. Oh, they're going to mark it up to the 47 or 48.
Carroll, 48-yard line.
Now there's a quick hitter down to the 45 of Salina South.
That's complete to number 89, Adam Bailey. Making the stop for the Cougars.
They're going to have to jump that route. He could have jumped that route right then, Stu. I mean, it was a slow, it developed really slow.
Right. It's a handoff again.
Ball carrier number 1.
He's going to have enough for a first down. Now, this is not a real huge line for Bishop Carroll, but they're active and they're mobile. This is where South's defensive line has got to get penetration. The pitch to the outside, he's going to slip and fall down.
Ball carrier number 1, Denzel.
Had he not slipped, he had a little open field over there.
Yep, and now I'm telling you that this track is wet with this moisture that's here. So trying to cut back, it might be a little difficult tonight. You've really got to get you, and when I say get your feet underneath you, you need to make sure your cuts are from shoulder to shoulder. If you're out, your cut foot's outside your shoulder and your weight's not over it, you're probably going to slip and slide. He's looking
fake.
Throw it.
Pass.
Wide open, wide open. Nobody was back there on him. You had 2 guys go with the deep guy. 1 guy at the deep guy over this side, and nobody went with the underneath guy on back here.
Wide open. They got to stand up tall right now.
Yes, they do. This is a straight handoff. He's good down to about, he's only going to pick up about a yard. They had the ball at the 14.
Yeah. They're going to tighten up right now.
Yep, they only give him a yard.
Second down 9, 13-yard line.
They're getting the play call. They changed the play. Quarterback keeper, and he's going to score. Nobody stayed home back there on the backside. Everybody went with the fake to the left. Again, you got to play assignments.
Flag.
If it was after the play, it might be assessed on the kickoff if it's against Bishop Carroll.
After the play was dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense. That penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
15-yard penalty.
They needed that before the play.
We need that before the play.
13-yard run by number 12, Colton Howell.
I've seen some jawing, some little pushing after the both series. This game's probably going to get a little bit chippy, and the officials have got to get on it.
Good.
It's good. All right, so 8:56 left to go in the first quarter. You got a score of Bishop Carroll 7, Salina South 0.
Hey, great party. Oh, thanks. Here you go. One hamburger, medium well. This is well done. No. That's medium well. What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned. That's it. You're not gonna come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
You wouldn't do it there.
You gotta be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Hosting the team meal after the game.
All right, what do you do now with Sal?
Supporting the Cougars.
I think we got to do what got us here, and we got to run the ball and we got to pass the ball. But the thing is, we could do it with that option real easy.
Right, especially if those middle linebackers are going to do that run blitz and sell out up in the middle. That means they're not going to have this. They're not going to be able to get out to the corner to be that second level of defense.
That's right.
And you as a quarterback and offensive coordinator got to realize you got to get together, which I hope they did on the sideline, and talk about what you're going to do. Now, defense has got to get together, which they're doing right now, and talk about what we're going to do different when we're out in the field.
And the other part of this is, right now, could be a critical part in the game. If you can punch that ball back down that field and punch it in and even it up, that makes them think just as much right then.
Right, and more importantly, be the first team to score on the starting defense of Bishop Carroll. When you have that swagger going, it does add a little bit to your game.
Right.
And when you can cut that swagger, that hurts. And right now, they're kicking off from their 25 because of the 15-yard penalty after the touchdown. It was a dead ball penalty. So South should get some decent field position.
They had decent field position the last set of downs too. And then,
kicking deep again.
Come on, Eric.
It's Eric. He tried to go across field. I think he would have been better off just going straight.
Or coming to this.
But they must have had a return set that way.
Yeah.
But by the time he got across the field, they pretty well had it covered. But the last time he kicked off, he kicked to that far side of the field. This time he kicked to this side of the field.
Are they going to run that option?
They've got to do something, especially if those linebackers are going to sell out like that. See him? You see him creeping forward? Down to Stegmeyer. He's going to carry it up to just short of the 39-yard line.
Might need to run that fullback a few more times to loosen it up.
Right. Now, I watched their linebackers, and folks, watch this next play, and you'll see them inching forward.
Well, they don't have anybody back.
Right, there's nobody back. There's no deep safety whatsoever. No. We got to make them pay for that. Quarterback keeper. Dalton was not full speed.
No,
he's got to come hard. Because if he had, there was a hole there.
Yeah, it was there for it.
He's only going to pick up about a yard. You got to come hard around there. Because if not, he would have had chance to get on down the field quite a bit.
He's open!
Incomplete.
Wow,
It was there. But
that will be there again.
But he threw it to the wrong shoulder. He had to adopt back to his left and then look over back, almost twist back to see it. Where if he had led him more down the middle of the field, which way he was already turned.
Right.
For the Cougars in punt formation number 82 with Jacob Foster. Back deep for the Golden Eagles, number 1.
We haven't even got a first down yet.
Josh Hornback.
Oh, that wasn't a good kick. It was not a good kick.
Wow.
Yeah, they're going to get the ball at their own 39.
Wow.
We need a better kick out of Mr. Foster for that. I was watching him in practice. I think one of the biggest things is he doesn't follow through on his kick. Most punters really, they follow through. And he's stopping his foot not far after making contact with the ball. If he learns to follow through, he'll be able to drive it deep, higher and deeper. He's looking to throw it.
Oh, it's in the air!
And it's intercepted.
That's what they needed. That's DJ Weir. That's just what they needed.
It was tipped. I couldn't tell if it was tipped by a lineman or tipped by a linebacker.
I didn't see who it was tipped by, but I saw that ball floating in the air.
See,
that's always dangerous.
You're taught as defensive lineman to keep your eye on the quarterback as you're rushing. Because if you don't get penetration, if he's looking your way, you might be able to jump and deflect the pass or knock it down. And I think that's very well what happened. Now let's see if we can do something with it. He's open. Oh!
Pass incomplete. Intended receiver.
I couldn't tell if he was hit before the ball got there or not.
It was close.
For the Golden Eagles,
it was close, but he was there.
It was there.
They're going to get that. They're going to hit that tonight, Stuart.
Now this time, as he was cutting to the left side of the field, he needed to lead him a little bit more to the left to pull him away from the defender. Dalton can throw the ball. He's got a good arm and he's accurate. He's got to get himself, maybe calm down, relax a little bit.
Nowhere.
And I don't know why they're calling that. You see the linebackers are coming up and they're running a run blitz. You've got to audible out of that and give your players a play that has a chance to working.
Is also number 97, Brendan Hallisey. Loss of 2 on the play. Third down at 12, 45-yard line.
South's got to get a first down. They need to put the ball. They need to put the ball in the end zone. Intercepted. Intercepted. all the way down to about the 40.
His old man pushed him down.
And that time, he overthrew him. And here's the thing. You remember what Coach Seller said? We're always trying to go for the big play. He had a man underneath for a first down that was open. He's locking on the deep man or at least one receiver. He's not looking around to seeing if anyone else is open. Dalton's got to make a better decision on that. He's got to.
First and 10, Carroll, ball at the south 41-yard line.
Oh,
ran right past him. He's going to be a little short of the first down.
He had him, but he just kind of slipped on by him, it looked like.
You guys got to know that he's going to run if there's nothing open.
31-yard line.
And they got he's running it. He's running it. Missed tackle, two missed tackles.
Ball carrier number 12, Colton Powell.
And I know that your uniform could get wet, but you've got to stick and wrap and hold on. That's a first down at the 23-yard line.
Gain of 8 on the play. First and 10, Carroll, 23-yard line.
Oh, we got a running back who had a shoe problem. And that's why the clock stopped. Now he starts it. All right, we need to force another turnover here.
Big time.
A pick six would be nice.
A pick six would be great. That's about what they need to turn this game around right now.
They gave it to him. Now, not a missed tackle, but when you're making a tackle 10, 11 yards down past the line of scrimmage, and you're the safety, that's because your lineman and your linebackers missed.
Gain of 11 on the play. First and 10, Carroll, 12-yard line.
Handoff again.
Handoff.
See, there's no reason he should have got that 3 or 4 yards that he got. He got hit about a yard past the line of scrimmage, and guys are they're not wrapping.
And we talk about that all season long, about the wrapping rather than just trying to throw a shoulder to get him down.
Second down, 5, 6-yard line.
Carroll's rolling
looking
out.
to throw it.
And he does. It looks like.
Nope, out of bounds. He was open.
Wow.
Out the back of the end zone. I thought he threw it a little bit too high.
Wow. Now this is a big one right here. Third and 5.
And that's a tall tight end for them, too. So to overthrow him, that was too high. All right, you got third down and go to goal.
Third down, 5.
What they got?
All sides probably against the Cougars. Was it motion?
False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains third down.
There it is, false start.
They needed that, but do they really need that? If they're there, the tight end catches that in for a touchdown.
Third down, 10. Ball at the 11-yard line.
And they were all bunched up in a run formation. Now they're going to be spread back out again.
Yeah.
And you got to worry about him throwing and running.
Right.
They can get it. It's not first down and goal. I think they got to get it to the 2-yard line. I think Bishop Carroll called timeout.
Bishop Carroll.
Yep.
That's our first of the half.
They want to talk this over. Well, the CU South can hold.
They need to hold bad. Right now's the time they really need to hold.
Yes, they do.
You don't want them to jump on you 14-0 real early. You know what I'm saying? You got a team that's, and when you got a team that is capable of putting it on you, you know, from that point on.
Yep.
That's just.
2:50 remaining first quarter. St. Thomas Aquinas 21, Shawnee Heights 7.
Wow. So in the first quarter is St. Thomas Aquinas 21, Shawnee Heights 7. It's a keeper.
Oh!
Intercepted.
Go!
That's Mr. Slayton. All the way down inside the 45-yard line. Now we got a late flag down here.
He's getting south.
Yeah, I can see the kid who came off. I think he pushed a guy from behind when he didn't have to because
after the ball was intercepted, personal foul on the return team. We will penalize 15 yards from the spot of foul. First down, Salina South.
And I saw the young man. And I can tell you right now, the coaches are going to talk to him about it. Because you never catch the first guy. They always catch the guy you retaliate.
Yeah. And boy, when you get a big run like that, that's the least thing you want to happen.
No, because you had the ball inside their 45.
Yeah.
Now you're back down to your 26.
And you ain't moved the ball all night.
That's about a 30-yard loss. Because it was a 15 mark off from the spot. You can't be fancy. You just got to run. Now, I believe the option will work, but they got to get him to the wide side of the field where he can use the speed. He actually got no gain.
But the thing is, they held him good enough to not let him put that other pounce that ball in the end zone.
That's true. He underthrew the ball and it was tipped. See, that wasn't even close to where he was. Dalton is not. There's a problem here. That was not even close.
No.
He threw it to the outside, the number, and the wide receiver was inside looking over his left shoulder, looking for the ball to the inside of the number. They've got to get this fixed.
And quick.
And quick, because you're not going to win this game.
Now's the time they need that big play to fall in there.
And we don't need a touchdown. We just need enough for a first down.
That's it.
Ball carrier number 44.
All right.
Statemeyer.
You think that was just a safety thing?
Stop for Carroll number 97, Brendan Hallisey.
Because they weren't going to get a first down on that play. I think that was a give-up play, and I don't like that. He got 2 yards.
That brings up fourth down for the Cougars in punt formation number 82, Jacob Foster.
Now Jacob needs to get a good kick this time.
There's nobody blocking that guy over there. Oh, what kind
Another bad kick. Another bad kick.
Off the side of his foot.
That's 2 bad kicks in a row. Well, someone's going to have to talk to him because that's hurt us twice now.
First and 10 for the Golden Eagles, ball at their own 48-yard line.
Quarterback keeper.
Pass.
Again, inside wide receiver that nobody was on.
Pass complete to number 20, Blake Newell.
We're way too far off the line of scrimmage. We're not picking these guys up.
22, Cole Calvert. 8 of 9 on the play, second down 1. 43-yard line.
Just a handoff. He's got enough for first down.
Ball carrier number 1, Denzel Goolsby.
And right now, they're winning the line of scrimmage and we're not. On both sides. Both offensively and defensively.
Gain of 6 on the play. First and 10.
We've had 3 series and not one first down yet.
You know, the defense has really stood tall. When is the offense going to do something tonight?
That's a good question.
Oh, fakes it.
Quarterback keeper.
Fakes it, and they've had him.
More missed tackles. More missed tackles. How can you miss all of those tackles? That's terrible.
Touchdown, Golden Eagles.
And this guy's not so big that he can run through tackles.
You know, Stu, at the beginning of the game, I told you about that's the guy.
7-yard touchdown run.
That's the one they needed to watch.
I'm trying to get. He's 6'2", 205. Doesn't look that big from up here, does he?
No.
But they're trying to arm tackle. They're not, and it's terrible tackling. And this is something I know that they work on every week in practice.
Wow. Now they're down 14-0, and we're still in the first quarter.
Yep.
Something has got to give.
Well, first of all, the defense has got to stop trying to arm tackle or just knock guy over. You got to grab and hold on.
And then the offense has got to move the ball down the field so the defense isn't on the field so much.
And that's big. We need a drive to put this ball in the end zone.
I mean, they've gotten turnovers for the offense, but the offense have done nothing with it.
Absolutely. Actually, matter of fact, I think they've got negative yardage on three series. And that might be because of the defense, but I'm also saying there's been some questionable play calling and execution. You can't run the ball when they're running the midside, taking the middle linebackers up in a run blitz. You got to get the ball to the outside. Short kick. You'll be down.
See, they hit legs. They're hitting, right?
Yeah.
They're not.
Oh,
and our guys are not.
Our guys are trying to grab them and all kinds of things. Now this is where you got to stand tall, show them what you're made of, and push the ball down the field.
And that's where you as a coach, you go offensive line and say, all right, guys, you got to start playing. You got to start moving that defense. See, there's nothing there. Now, if he took it to the outside, he might have gone something. But there was absolutely nothing there. He actually lost yardage.
Ball carrier number 2, Eric.
They're not moving anybody off that line of scrimmage. They're not controlling the line of scrimmage.
Making the stop for Carroll.
He might need to get to that hole a little bit faster.
But there wasn't much of a hole there, Charles. I mean,
it closed quick.
That's why I say it would have been better if he just took it to the outside.
Ball at the 30-yard line.
Intercepted again. Underthrew him.
He had a man.
He had him, and he underthrew him. I do not know what's wrong with Dalton. I really don't. I don't know what to say. He's a better throwing quarterback than this. That's 4 turnovers, 2 for each side, and we're still in the first quarter. And if you can't throw the ball and you can't run the ball,
you're in for a long game.
It's going to be a long game. And you can't tackle on defense, it's even going to be longer. Quarterback keeper. He tried to hit him low, try another one, still missed tackles. I mean, and this is my bugaboo ever since I started this back in 2006. When you drop your helmet to go make a tackle instead of keeping your head up, you lose sight of the ball carrier. And then he's able to make a move on you and you can't adjust because you can't see. You got to keep your head up and you got to hit him with your face mask, not the crown of your helmet.
Right.
That way then you can adjust when he adjusts. Quarterback keeper again.
Oh.
He had a missed tackle up just past the line of scrimmage, and now he's all the way down to the 15 and a first down. Now they're gouging South. South needs to reach down, find some pride, some Cougar pride and passion, and start playing with it.
Ball at the 15-yard line.
I mean, they stay in this shotgun formation. They really don't go into a huddle.
He gave it.
Headed to number 1, and he's dodging and
our linebackers are being pushed 5 to 8 yards off the line of scrimmage instead of come up and making a play at the line of scrimmage.
Making this out for the Cougars, number 22, Cole Calvert.
We're not getting any penetration by the defensive line, and linebackers are not coming up and filling.
Ball at the 10-yard line.
Here's another handoff.
Tried to hit him.
Again, he dropped his head. Did you see he had his head dropped?
Yeah.
And when he had his head dropped, that the guy was able to step over him.
He should have been stopped in the backfield.
If you have your head up, you see that. That way you can then throw your arms up. Because when he sidestepped, he was on one leg. And if you would have got your arm on that one leg, you would have thrown him off balance and he wouldn't have got any yardage. Well, folks, that's going to be the first quarter with a score of Bishop Carroll 14, Salina South 0, and Carroll is driving again. They have the ball at the 10-yard line, and it'll be 2nd and 5 from there.
At the end of the first quarter, Bishop Carroll 14, South 0.
Well, South coaches, I don't know so much you need to make an adjustment per se, is telling your players, execute. Play football like we know you're capable of playing football.
Yeah. Play like we've been playing.
Right. And they're not.
No.
And right now, what's hurting the offense is the defensive line is not controlling the line of scrimmage. And Dalton, even when he really hasn't really been harassed, he's not throwing the ball accurately, which is really a surprise to me.
He's had some men open that he could have got it to.
Yeah, and it's just unbelievable. Wow, look at this. This is something else. South's on their home field and they're not playing like they're capable of playing. That's got to be frustrating as a coach. Now, if you're not giving Dalton the authority to change his play to the line of scrimmage, then your offensive coordinator has got to do a better job of calling plays because they are stacking, they are running.
Oh, yeah.
Their middle linebackers are taking a step forward at the snap. And sometimes they're actually coming up and doing a run blitz.
Have a 3rd down and 5, ball at the South 10-yard line.
Well, we need another turnover. Well, that time they shut him down pretty good. They should get down to about the 7, maybe.
Making the stop for the Cougars, number 88.
Be 3rd down and 2.
Gain of 3 on the play. 4th down, 2 yards. Ball at the 7-yard line.
Quarterback keeper. He's going to have a 1st down.
Ball carrier number 12, Colton Howell.
1st down and goal to go from there.
Making the stop for the Cougars, number 70, Alex Parker. Gain of 6 on the play. First and goal. Carroll, 1-yard line.
Wow.
They should just run it. No reason for them to throw it. Quarterback keeper. And he's in. There was nobody there. Absolutely nobody there. Our linebackers are not filling.
Maybe they'll just get upset now that it's 21-0.
It's either that or they're going to tuck the tail between their legs.
One of the two.
One of the two. Either they start fighting now, or it's going to be too late real quick. All right. Well, with 11:06 on the clock in the second quarter, you got a score of Bishop Carroll 21, South 0. And the South sideline and the South stands are dead. I mean, they're dead. There's no life.
Yeah. Well, would you have life when it's 21-0? You just started the second quarter.
There's still plenty of time on the clock.
There's
still plenty of time, and they can do something with that ball. But the offense has got to move the ball, and if they don't move it, what else can you do?
That's all.
Going on?
That's all that you can do is like. You can only do what they let you do in a game like this, and that's how they're feeling.
Yep.
And until they decide to change something, it's going to continue to be that way.
Yep. I know some people might not be happy with me saying that, but that's the option. The options here is either you start fighting, start playing like you're capable of.
And they're capable of it. It's not like they're not capable.
You start planning on turning your equipment in on Monday. Deep kick. And I don't know why he went outside. There was nowhere to go.
Turn number 15, Dylan Becker. Making the stop for Carroll, number 39, Jared Johnson.
All right, well, South offense has got to do something now, or this might very well be the game.
First and 10 for the Cougars, ball at their own, the 24-yard line.
Handoff, McCullough.
There you go. Now you didn't get a whole lot, but he actually did get past the line of scrimmage.
Yes. Positive yards.
Positive yards.
Making the stop for Carroll, number 23, Stephen Small.
Would get about three yards.
Gain of 3 yards on the play, second down 7.
4 times 3 is what? First down.
Quick pitch. All right, well, that's a little bit of follow. The Stegmeyer not controlling the man he was blocking. And Eric can't allow himself to get that close. He's got to make a decision sooner and get to the outside. That was a poor decision. Now you just lost 2 yards. It's like they make a decent play and then they shoot themselves in the foot.
Yeah, and they know what you're going to do, and I know what you're going to do, and everybody else knows what you're going to do, that you're going to pass it.
And see, that wasn't even close to our guy. That was overthrown and almost intercepted. That wasn't even close. I do not know what's going on with Dalton.
That brings up 4th down for the Cougars in punt formation. Number 82, Jacob Foster. Back deep for Carroll, number
We've
1.
had now, what, 5 possessions, and we haven't had a first down yet. All right, that was a decent kick. It's Foster, but now look at too much on the run back. Too much. Almost a 20-yard run back.
Yeah.
It was a line drive kick, which is good for a return.
Yeah, it is.
And our guys just didn't get down the field and cover. There's no fire, there's no pep in this team right now. It's like it's all been taken out. And this is where, as coaches, you got to step up and you got to fire them up.
First and 10, Carroll.
I think that you got to get something to build off of that's positive, whether it's a good tackle or something. We've got to do something.
There's a quick pitch to the outside.
Like then, missed tackle.
More missed tackle again. And that was Mr. Calvert who missed that tackle. And he dropped his head.
Cougars, number 1, Logan Coble.
See, if I would not be popular as a coach, because every time in practice you drop your head to make a tackle, you're going to run.
10 Carroll, 27-yard line.
You would learn you're not going to drop your head and play for me. Because they're dropping their heads, they're losing sight of the running back, and the running back's able to make a play and get on around them. Quarterback keeper's looking to throw.
Wide open.
Touchdown. Nobody on him whatsoever.
Touchdown.
Nobody on him whatsoever. We have let guys be open. This, right now it's
26-yard touchdown pass by number 12, Colton Howell, to number 88, Brett Bell.
Yep. I feel the same frustration, Charles.
Extra point good by number 13.
All right, with 8:58 on the clock, you got a score of Bishop Carroll 28, South 0. South didn't come to play.
And the one thing that Bishop Carroll strives on is that there's been no team that's been close to them. And guess what they're doing right now?
They're putting the hammer down.
No team close to them again.
Folks, it's just South is out there, and this is like you want to go and say, "Hey, Mr. Alien, when you're done with our South football players, can you please return them back to us?"
Yeah.
Because this is not our team out here. They're not playing like South's capable of playing, like they've played this year.
And I'm just beginning to wonder if some of the air hasn't just been taken completely out of them.
Eagles number 2, Diego Lopez.
I saw a lot of that air disappear after they went up 14. Then when they went up 21.
You know, there's no jump. You know how they was jumping up and all fired up because they made a good run back.
And see, we're not even blocking. We didn't even get 10 yards on that return. They're not blocking. They're not doing anything.
We have immediate timeout.
Well, for this media timeout, what do we talk about?
Wow. I think we're in for a long night.
You've got two options here as a coach. You can go over and tell them, hey, pull your collective heads out of your collective rear ends and start playing football. Or you can get in and try to be positive and say, guys, come on, I know you're capable of playing like far better than this. Let's go out and get it done. You're making these guys out to be world beaters, and they're not. Well, this would it take probably.
But you don't try and go out and get the big one right off the top, I don't think. I think just a little bit at a time, grind a little bit, and then we get to that positive
like the
part.
very first play of the game, when they threw to the wide receiver, quick throw, and he went and got 7 yards. You're trying to run the ball, and they've got everybody up in the box. Well, you don't run the ball when you got everybody up the box. If you do, you got to run it outside. They have nobody deep on this defense. Everybody's within 8 yards of the line of scrimmage. You got to throw it, but then your quarterback's got to throw it accurately. See, there was.
Ball carrier number 5, Dalton Wassenberg.
He wasn't even running hard. Did you see that?
Yeah. Making the stop for Carroll, number 32.
There was the option, but the quarterback's got to run hard.
He's got to get it fast, and when he boom with that explosiveness. But they may have taken some of that out of him with the score and the way they're playing. Somebody has got to fire him back up.
Somebody's got to make a play. Now you're 2nd and 12.
Okay.
There was a missed tackle.
Okay.
He's down inside the 50.
Ball carrier number 2, Eric McCullough.
And there's your first down of the game for South.
Making the stop for Carroll, number 34.
Boy, that was a dangerous pitch, too.
Because I thought the defense might just get at the same time. And maybe that's why the defender missed it. He saw the pitch if they're trying to get to it instead of getting to the man.
Right.
And because of that's how come Eric got down the field.
10 Cougars.
Right.
Carroll, 46-yard line.
But that could be the spark that just gets them fired up to go.
He's going to throw it. And that was to the underneath man who was open, not the deep man who had 3 guys around him. You got to sit back as a quarterback, and you got to make your read.
So they still got the first string.
Yep, that's the second first down. Now I'm going to say this on an option as a quarterback. You're taught you don't pitch it until you've made the man commit to you. And if you got to go on past the line of scrimmage, you can still pitch the ball. Mr. Stegmeyer is going to pick up 2 yards. And see, I wish you'd get 3 or 4, but you still got to run him to make them stay home on the inside. But the only way that's going to work is you got to be a threat on the outside. That means he has to run harder as a quarterback, get to that corner, then make the read.
21-yard line.
He's going to get another yard.
44, Kieran Stegmeyer.
Come on now, you can't go back-to-back with these plays. You're not getting a whole lot of yards with this guy. You do it once in a while to keep them honest.
Well, pull it out. He's got to pull it out. But you know where they're going this time. It's to the air.
We're probably 4-down territory, too.
Yeah.
He's actually going to lose yardage. He had 2 guys out there on him. Why would you throw it there?
Number 15, Dylan Becker.
Because that's the play that was called, Stu.
You've got to, as a quarterback, you've got to make a better decision. You really do. You look out there and and you got 2 guys covering him. You got to look around and see who else is up, and then you got to tuck and run.
23-yard line.
All right, you had a drive. Now you've had 2 questionable calls on 2nd and 3rd down. No blocking. They ran right through the middle and the outside and no blocking.
Taking the sack number 42.
The offensive line.
Also number 25, Samuel Otis.
And look, the defense is walking out there with no fire in them. Yep. No fire.
Yep. And Coach Sellers, who's also the offensive and defensive line coach, grabbed 2 of them. They came off the field and was talking to them.
1st and 10, Carroll, well at their own 30-yard line.
They might have run a stunt and they didn't talk to each other. It's a run to the outside and look at the sides of that hole.
Ball carrier number 1, Denzel.
We're getting no penetration from our defensive front 7.
Making the stop for the Cougars, number 22, Cole Calvert. Also number 33, Cole Hoover. 8 of 9 on the play, 2nd down 1, 39-yard line.
Yeah, we need a turnover and stop. We can't go into halftime down 35-0. He gave up the corner. He tried to cut through and gave up the corner. Do you see that?
Number 1, Denzel Goolsby. Making the stop.
And I wonder if that Goolsby is related with the Goolsby family of the kid who played for Derby last year. And of years ago, the kid that played fullback for the K-State Wildcats.
On the offense, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Remains 2nd down.
Oh, we got a break.
Wow.
All right, it moves the ball back to the 29, which will make it 2nd and 11. Now, defense, you've been handed something to see what you can do with
Down
it.
11. Ball at the 29-yard line.
Number 1, hand. No,
He's keeping
kept
it.
Pass off the ground.
No, yep. He would have made a good shortstop, though.
Yeah, he did.
That was a nice one hopper.
Yeah.
He went down, threw up the body to stop it. Had time to get up and throw him out at first.
Yeah.
3rd down, 11.
Yeah, they're not picking up these underneath guys. They're not picking up guys coming out of the backfield. And I don't think Bishop Carroll's probably doing anything different they've done all year.
No. It's a pass.
And he would have had enough for a first. And Mr. Calvert was so far off him, it was unbelievable.
Now, I know if I'm looking at it right, Stu, it had to have been his mechanics or something there. Why didn't he get that ball to that receiver?
Both those last 2 throws were short. The ball might be a little wet. And when the ball gets wet, it is,
Down 11, 29-yard
it is harder to throw it. It's harder to grip it. And they're going to go for it, unless he's going to do a pooch kick. They are. They're switching out. Oh, they had a man on the
one
field.
extra man on the field.
Yep.
Number 5. He couldn't get off fast enough.
Yep. Because he wasn't running too hard to get off the field.
Substitution infraction by the kicking team. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat 4th down.
All right, well, now this drive, Bishop Carroll has shot themselves in the foot, really. Because too bad, and both those guys were wide open, he ended up threw the ball to.
Right.
And then you had a holding that took away a 1st down and about a 20-yard pickup.
But you can afford to shoot yourself in the foot when you're up 28-0.
Yep. Short kick. All right, now we got the ball at the 47. Let's see what we can do with it.
Media timeout.
We've got to have some consistency. There's got to be consistency on offense. Guys have got to block. You got to execute.
And if you could go in with at least 7, you could come out with a little bit of a spark.
Yeah, you can. Now, I don't know what the biggest comeback in South's history is. Has it been more than 28?
I'm not sure about that one. But where'd they come back last year at the state game? They came back there, didn't they?
Yeah, they did, but they didn't win.
That's all right.
Comeback win. I'm talking about a comeback win.
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't the best 2 out of 3.
I know that. But with that comeback, it was a decision that decided that if you really want to go back to that. The coach did something that it was not his normal call.
Yeah,
or we might be talking different.
Because you scored all these points, I would have kicked it, sent it into overtime. Because my offense is rolling and you haven't been able to stop me. And I've been stopping you on defense, so
if we could get it down like that close, who's to say this time we're gonna kick it?
But I'm wondering what's the biggest comeback for a win South's had. Oh, he's got to take it to the outside. He's got to take it.
He could get to the outside.
No, he cut up. He was cutting up to go inside the block.
But that man was free.
I know, but if he would, instead of cutting, he came up about 2 yards before he got hit. If he continues to the outside, that guy had to run around the lead blocker and the defender out there. He would have had to make a decision which way he was going to go around him, underneath or over the top.
I think personally, we got to get some better blocking.
We do got to get some better blocking.
That guy came in there scot-free. He wasn't touched. It's just like nobody. Open up the field and let me have a shot at you running back. I guarantee you I'll hit him. Nowhere.
That was another safe call.
Ball carrier number 2, Eric McCullough.
That play has not worked all night for us.
Making the stop for Carroll number 30.
So if it doesn't work, you don't call it. You go find something that does. They're selling out to the inside. Eric in the play before did cut up field. He was going to come inside the block instead of taking it outside. That's 3 different times that I can remember now. He should have taken the ball to the outside and he's not done it. Now you're going to roll out to the right.
Pass is incomplete.
Incomplete. And we got a punt. We get a stop and we can't do anything with it.
Why they punt?
Brings up 4th down for the Cougars and punt.
Well, I'm going to punt. I'm not going to give them the ball on my 44. If they're going to score, they're going to have to go a lot farther than that.
And number 8, Josh Hornback.
More of a line drive kick again. Oh, nice big hole. Another missed tackle. Touchdown. I don't see any flags, do you?
Carroll, we do have a penalty flag on the play.
Where's the flag?
I don't see the flag.
They're going to call this back.
Because you know what I was fixing to say, Stu. We might as well have went for it on 4th down.
No, my 44, I wouldn't have.
It don't matter.
There is no foul on the play for an illegal block in the back. The result of the play is a touchdown.
They took to pick up the flag. Well,
we could have started on your 44, or we could score a touchdown. That's your choices.
This team is. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. If I'm Coach Sellers, I'm so frustrated right now.
So what do we do at halftime?
What I don't swear, but I would be peeling the paint off the walls. There's a time to be nice, and then there's a time to plant a foot.
Taylor White.
And right now, I think it's time to plant a foot.
The Cougar football team.
You guys have come out and you've not showed up.
Meal last Thursday. They would also like to thank Imperial Garden for hosting the team.
And I'm going to ask them, are you planning on turning equipment Monday? Because I guess that's what we'll be doing. Because the last thing you want to be talking about is saying, well, there's always next year.
Well, the seniors ain't saying that.
No. Juniors and sophomores will be. Oh, we'll get them next year. Don't worry, guys. Forget about next year. Get them now. They're here on your home turf. The last 3 games, you've had to play them on their turf.
Yeah. Well,
and
this
you've
is the
come out
first
here
time.
and just laid a rotten egg.
This is the first time we've played them at home.
I think it is.
Yeah, I believe it's the first time.
I can't believe this is as bad as South is playing.
Number 2, Diego Lopez.
I mean, it's really hard for me to. I can't believe this. They might be the better team, but they're not that better. See, he's not even running hard. He was going along and then make a cut.
Kickoff return number 2.
When you return a kick, you look at all the great kick returners, they take off hard from the get-go.
Making the tackle on the kickoff for Bishop Carroll, number 32, Will Honus.
Well, I have a feeling I might not be late to work tonight.
1st and 10 for the Cougars, ball at their own 20-yard line.
Derek, he ran hard, but he just cut in a little bit early. He was running hard that time.
Making the stop for Carroll, number 9, Tommy Marquez.
You could tell he was running hard. He had some.
Gain of 3 yards on the play. 2nd down to the 7, 23-yard line.
Well,
they gotta go. They gotta start playing with an anger,
with an attitude. I don't know of any sport out there that you can't play without having an attitude on it.
Right now they need an attitude.
Intercepted. He overthrew it. He just threw the ball up there.
On the play.
He overthrew it and just threw the ball up there.
Carroll, number 7, Mark Quaney.
I mean,
it's early in the game, Stu, but do you think they've given up?
Yeah, and Dalton is he's not playing like he's not throwing the ball like he's capable of throwing it. He's got a strong arm and an accurate arm. He just threw that up there.
10, Carroll, ball at the south 23-yard line.
And overthrew his guy, and the defensive back behind him. And he was open.
Pass incomplete, intended receiver number 1, Denzel Goolsby.
If they put 42 points off in the first half, I don't know what I'm doing as a coach. I'm going to be livid.
Yeah, you don't want to get in there.
No, you know they say I like to be a fly on the wall.
Line.
One of the offensive linemen who had his hand on the ground pulled his hand up. That's a 5-yard penalty.
False start on the offense.
What's the offensive lineman?
Remains second
puts
down.
his hand on the ground, he can't pull it. And what they're doing is they're all turning to look to see see if the play has been changed by the coaches. And if you put your hand down, you're supposed to squat down, keep your hand, then turn. He lifted his hand and turned and looked.
Second down, 15, 28-yard line.
Second and 15.
All right, inside kick. Look at that terrible tackling. He ran through them like they were just not even trying.
Touchdown, Bishop Carroll.
Am I right? Am I right?
Wow.
28-yard touchdown run.
Like
number 1, Denzel Goolsby.
No. First call, the linebacker took the inside route instead of going out to the outside, make him cut back to the inside. He tried to cut inside and actually just ran right past behind him.
Don't matter, the guys that had tackles at him, they just went out like this and then.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Extra point good by number 13.
What are they going to score? 60, 70 points on us?
Wow.
Because right now, I don't even see them, our defense right now, being able to stop their second string if their second string goes out there. This is unbelievable. I've never seen a South team not show up or roll over like this. All this past year of lifting and running and lifting and sweating is all going.
6-0
Yep.
Almost got the record.
And it's going down the toilet. And you haven't even got to halftime yet.
Kicking off for Bishop Carroll, number 2,
Unless you got
Diego
a surprise
Lopez.
that we don't know about. Secret weapon, we can score, we can hold you at 40.
Kickoff return, number 15.
And we're not even getting good kickoff returns. They're coming down the field to cover with an attitude.
Stop for Carroll, number
And
42, Chris Duggan.
it's like our attitude is left over on the sidelines. My mom always used to tell me that your altitude is always dictated by your attitude. And right now, South's not playing with any kind of a positive attitude at all. In all three phases of the game, offense, defense, or special teams. Quarterback, keeper, and he's going to lose yardage.
Ball carrier number 5, Dalton Wassenberg. Making the stop for Carroll, number 97, Brendan Hallisey.
You can't stand in the pocket very long because they bring the hammer to him. You can't pass it.
Okay, I was just listening and watching one of the defensive coaches talking to the defense.
13, 21-yard line.
And he was lighting into him.
There he goes.
He's going to be short of a first down.
Number 5, Dalton
But that's a makeable for a first down. Because we don't need to give them a ball back, give them another chance to put another 7 on the board.
39, Jarrett Johnson.
Because we've only stopped them on one series. And yes, folks, that's 6 touchdowns on the board, 42 points. That means they've scored 6 out of 7 series.
11 on the play, third down.
Well, they also had 2 turnovers, so it's really 6 out of 9. They've had 2 interceptions. That's going to be enough for a first down.
Ball carrier number 5, Dalton Wassenberg.
Yep. He followed Stegmeyer into the hole.
Making the stop for Carroll, number 9, Tommy Marquez. First and 10, Cougars, 36-yard line.
Another interception and another underthrow. Another underthrow.
On the play. Making the interception for Carroll, number 3, Stephen Hirschberger.
Let's see how tall this kid is. That kid doesn't look very tall. Our wide receiver is taller than him. He's 5'6", and he out-jumped our wide receiver.
I think our wide receiver just went to tackle. He didn't even go for the ball.
No, he didn't. There was no fire, and you're taught that if you can't catch it, you make sure he doesn't catch it.
I think he was just making sure he tackled.
First and 10, Carroll.
Unbelievable. That's 4 turnovers for South in the first half.
They ain't even gonna pound them no more.
No, they're going to take it to half.
And then they got the ball coming out of it.
Yeah, I can see them changing after the first drive. If they score in the first drive, I can see them bringing in the sub package. Yeah, give your second, third string a chance to play and get more experience for next year.
Never would have thought this. 42-0.
Yeah, halftime, 42-0. Unbelievable. Totally unbelievable.
Halftime score, Bishop Carroll 42, South 0.
Well, folks, we'll see you at the Maori Clinic halftime show.
Hey, great party. Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well. This is well done. No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar?
This thing is practically burned. That's it. You're not gonna come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
You wouldn't do it there.
Gotta be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Welcome to Monterey Clinic Halftime Show. I hate to say we have to have a halftime show, not for Monterey Clinic, but because of this score. We're at the state semifinals. The winner goes play for state, and we're down 49-0. And that says it all. That says it all.
Lights out is what there's, just like that song right behind us said, lights out. That's how Bishop Carroll has been playing against South. Lights out. I can't even begin to explain what has taken place tonight.
And I would say lights out for South because they look like they're fumbling around in the dark. They can't move the ball. They've only got 2 first downs or 3 first downs. No, only 2. I know, 2 first downs in this whole first half. 4 turnovers. Both sides, offense, defense, special team. It's like South didn't even show up. I don't know what's going on. It's kind of like I said earlier. It's like Mr. Alien, when you're done experimenting on a Salina South football team, can you return them so they can play the game? Because this is not the team we've watched this year.
Wow.
There's no superlative I can even put out there to even explain it.
No. There's no jump in their step. There's no movement at all. It's, I don't know. I can't even begin to explain it. Is this team that good?
They're good, but we're being dominated at the line of scrimmage on both sides, and they're not bigger than us. And they don't really have a better weight conditioning program. Our weight conditioning program, both South and Central, is comparable with anybody in the state. So that tells me it all comes down to something I said earlier. There's one thing you cannot measure on an athlete. You can measure how much they weigh, how tall they are, how fast in the 40, how much weight they can throw. You can't measure a player's heart. And it's desire, determination. And Bishop Carroll got beat in the playoffs, the semis, last year by South on their field. They wanted some payback. South should have known that and came up ready to play. They did not. They did not. They did not show up. And I know the coach is going to say, well, you're out there. No, they didn't. They had some fire and zip. But we saw some of that fire and zip go down after even the first touchdown.
Yeah.
But after the second, 14-0, we really saw it deflated. When it got to 28-0, not only was it deflated, the balloon had been taken off the field. There was nothing. So, folks, I don't know what else to tell you except that South might, the only way I can see them doing it is they got probably the biggest comeback in South history.
Totally the biggest.
49 points. If I'm Bishop Carroll, I run my offense, starting offense, 1 series, score, they're on the sideline, getting ready for next week in the state championship game. And it looks like it'll be against a team they're going to be familiar with in style, but a coach they've met quite a few times. That's Randy Dreiling. Because at halftime, St. Thomas Aquinas is a leading Shawnee mission. So who knows? But who knows? We've seen bigger things happen in football before.
Yeah.
You know. Well, folks, thank you for watching the Monterey Clinic halftime show, and we'll see you at the start of the second half. Well, folks, welcome back to the start of the second half of Salina Access TV Friday Night Football with a score of Bishop Carroll 42, Salina South 0. And if you're just tuning in, it has been that one. It's been that one-sided. And yes, Bishop Carroll is a good team. They are a really good team. But South's a good team too. They just have not played like it. And that's the first kickoff of the game for South. And it comes like missed tackle again. More missed tackles. Unbelievable, all the way down on the opening kickoff.
He jumped over one guy though, because
he dropped his head.
Right.
And that, folks, if I haven't said enough, you know, just keep me hear me saying it. That's my major bugaboo on defense. You cannot drop your head to make a tackle. You lose sight of the ball carrier, and then he can make a move on you and get around you, over you. You got to keep your head up. I was always taught to tackle with your face mask coming forward.
Quarterback keeper.
And they got the corner. He got the corner. Got the corner. And you just can't get at the corner like that.
About the 15-yard line, huh?
Making the stop for the Cougars, number 33, Cole Hoover.
First down.
They could score in 2 plays.
First and 10, Golden Eagles, 16-yard line.
They put another one up.
Just a quick shovel pitch. He's going to be making enough for a first down. All right, they may score in 3 plays.
Making the stop for the Cougars, number 22, Cole Calvert. Gain of 11 on the play.
The sideline in South, the cheerleaders are not cheering. The students are not making any noise. The adults are not making any noise. And from the start, the Bishop Carroll side has been very noisy. And they haven't died down one bit. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Golden Eagles.
Way too easy. I don't know what they did at halftime. They sure didn't put any fire in the team.
5-yard touchdown.
Coach might have pulled all the starters. That's what I would have did.
What's that?
Pulled all the starters first series.
I actually thought about that. And I thought about talking about that. I would have done that back in the first half.
You would have?
I would have done that back in the first half. So an extra point, good. 11-10 to go in the third quarter. You got to score Bishop Carroll 49, South 0. Now it just comes to question how long he's going to keep the starters in. And the way the South team's playing right now, I don't think they're going to do much against Bishop Carroll's second team.
We have immediate timeout. Also, with that score, according to the Kansas State High School Activity Association rules, we will play the game with a running clock from now on.
That is shameful. For the first time in South's history, if I remember correctly, that means you're up so far in advance.
They're trying to hurry up and get the game over with.
To hurry up, get the game over, to prevent injuries, and to prevent a real blowout score. As soon as this media timeout is over with, it will be a running clock. So, incompletions, if I remember how it goes, people going out of bounds, the clock will not stop.
Well, what happens if you catch up to them?
I think once you get to a certain score, that it goes off. But if I'm the South football team, especially the seniors, I'd be very ashamed right now. Very ashamed.
Number 2, Diego Lopez. Back deep for the Cougars, number 2, Eric McCullough, and number 15, Dylan Becker.
And folks, Bishop Carroll is a good team, and they right now are a better team than South. But South is not this bad of a team. No. That's the frustrating part.
They're having a bad game at the wrong time.
Uh-oh. If he hadn't lost his balance,
15, Dylan Becker.
He might have taken a little further than that. He started to go to the right side of the field, but then a hole opened the middle, and he just cut up that middle. In the process of trying to make a move on somebody, he lost his footing on this wet surface.
So they still got the first?
First and 10 for the Cougars, ball at their own.
They do. They do. They still got the first team defense in.
Ball carrier number 2, Eric McCullough.
All right, now that time when he came up and cut to the inside, that was the proper deal because the defender had taken the blocker and it kind of pushed him back where he would have had to loop around him to get to the outside. He actually got more yards there, which is about 4 yards, maybe a little under 4, by cutting up inside. But you get 2 more of those plays and you got a first down. You got a first down or more here. All the way down inside to 35.
Ball carrier number 5, Dalton Wassenberg.
Yeah, I don't think we have the first string defense in.
No.
Making a stop for Carroll number 32, Will.
A couple of them probably.
I see a lot of dry, clean uniforms out there right now.
I think what do you expect, Stu? What are you saying?
Well, I'm saying is they haven't really been sliding around, and even though this offers turf, it has that little black junk, and it still gets your uniform a little bit dirty. Now to Stegmeyer, who's going to carry it down inside the 29.
Stegmeyer. Making a stop for Carroll number 42, Chris Duggan. You have 3 on the play, second down, 7, 29-yard line.
He faked the draw. Oh, that's not even, I mean, that's so overthrown. It's not even close. I think we're going to have a late hit on the quarterback.
Yeah, we do. We do. He leveled him. But I mean, he leveled him good.
I was following the ball.
Foul, roughing the passer on the defense. Penalized half the distance to the goal line. First down.
Yeah, he leveled him and leveled him good.
Take it down to just inside the 15. But that throw wasn't
They've got
even
some
close.
of the first strings still in there.
Way to deliver a hit.
Ball carrier number 2, Eric McCullough.
Eric really delivered a hit on that young man.
They got first string in there. 42's first string, 23's first string, 8's first string.
25, yeah, he's first string.
And a 7 on the play, second down 3, all at the 7-yard line.
Another turnover. Just when they're getting close to scoring. They shoot themselves in the foot again.
Recovery for the Golden Eagles, number 25, Samuel Hunex.
That was our best chance to score, too. We were actually moving the ball, moving it effectively. Give to the quarterback or the fullback or to the upback, and he didn't get anything.
Ball carrier number 30, Austin Weber. Making the stop for the Cougars, number 70, Alex Parker. No gain on the play, second down 10, ball at the 12-yard line.
He gave it to the back, the up back. This time they shut it down.
Now that's the second string. The second string offense is out there. They probably pull the first straight defense now.
I think I would too. You want to say you don't want anyone getting hurt on.
That's their second string offense, ain't it?
It looks like to me. And you don't want to get people hurt.
You don't see number one out there.
Because you got a state championship game to play for next weekend.
On the play, third down, 7, all at the 15-yard line.
You know, you got to pull them and get them off the sideline where they're not going to get hurt. Back in our day was that you put them on the sideline where the best chance of getting hurt was getting a sliver from sitting on the bench. Well, now that they got metal benches, you can't even do that.
Yeah, that's it.
88, Aaron Chetland. That brings up fourth down for the Golden Eagles in punt formation number 40, Heyman Watkins. Back deep for the Cougars, number 18, and Jacob Marcotte.
All right, ball to 43. Let's see if we go with the second string defense now.
The Cougar football team would like to thank Olive Garden for hosting the team meal last Thursday. They would also like to thank Imperial Garden for hosting the team meal after the contest this evening.
71.
The Cougars. First and 10 for the Cougars, ball at the
71 is.
2-yard line.
They got some out there.
He fumbled the ball. He fumbled the ball.
Who did?
The quarterback, Dalton Wasserberger.
Making the stop for Carroll, number 32, Will Otis.
It's kind of like Central did earlier in the year. The only time they stopped shooting themselves a foot, and that is to change feet to shoot at.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Second down at 16, all at the 48-yard line.
It's an end around.
Ball carrier number 15.
He could have got more if he had turned it upfield.
We got the second string out there now. Oh, well, no. Not all of them.
Not all of them, no.
23.
Eight of 10 on the play. Third down, 6, 37-yard line.
And they are running continuous clock because he went out of bounds and the clock is still ticking. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Ball carrier number 5, Alton Wassenberg. Making the stop for Carroll, number 42, Chris Dugan.
Yeah, we do have some second teamers in, but we're
We
still
got a
moving the ball.
lot of first teamers in, though.
They want to keep the shutout.
Loss of a yard on the play. Fourth down, 6, 37.
But you take a chance of getting one of your first teamers hurt. And if he can't play next week, that just makes you weaker for the state championship game. First down.
First down.
Pass complete to number 18, and Jacob Marcotte. Making a stop for Carroll, number 23, Stephen Small.
Yeah, he's still a starter.
Yeah, that's they still got that first defense out there.
Cougars, 28-yard line.
Quarterback keeper.
Carrier number 5.
He's going to get about half a yard, and that's it.
Making a stop for Carroll, number 32, Will Burnett.
Well, I've seen some big blowouts where South's been blown out by Derby and by Hutch.
hits him. Oh.
He should have had that.
Right through the hand.
Yep. He should have
Probably
had
wasn't
that.
used to it. You know what I mean?
He should
Ball
have had that.
came right in there. That's like, and they would have scored on the first defense too.
Yeah, Jacob should have had that.
27-yard line.
I'm sure his dad will talk to him about that after the game. Intercepted. He just threw that ball hoping to get it to him. That sums up this whole game right there.
Pass interception on the play, making the interception, number 9, Tommy Burkhead. At the end of the third quarter, Bishop Carroll, 49, South 0.
Well, that's the third quarter because we have the continuous clock running. Well, I'm going to leave this into your hand, Charles.
I got it.
And I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you. And as for Stuart Haas, I'm out. Got to get to work. I'll see you next year. I'll see you later.
Well, we're starting the fourth quarter, and in starting the fourth quarter, we have it 49-0 in favor of Bishop Carroll. And South's defense trots onto the field.
Bishop Carroll has ball first and 10, all at their own 28-yard line.
Wow, they stop him in the backfield. Looks like Bishop Carroll has their second string out on the field right now.
Ball carrier number 16, Jake Allen. Loss of 4 on the play, second down 14, 24-yard line.
So, looks like the running back doesn't gain very many yards.
Gain of a yard on the play. Third down, 13, 25-yard line.
So, it's third down at about 14 yards. Ball's on the 26-yard line. Bishop Carroll has their second string offense in.
Ball carrier number 16, Jake Allen.
Looks like he gained about 4.
Making the stop for the Cougars, number 87, Braden Perlow.
Punt team for Bishop Carroll comes onto the field on 4th and about 11.
With the Cougars, number 18, Jacob Marcotte.
Back to punt. Gets off a high, short punt. Looks like he downed it at about the 50-yard line, where South will take over 1st and 10. So it's South comes onto the field, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 for the Cougars, ball at the 50-yard line.
He doesn't go anywhere. This is the way it's been all night long. Looks like he lost about 4 yards, 3 or 4 yards. Making it about 2nd and 14.
48-yard line.
Looks like Sam Corona's in the backfield. The number 44 Stegmeyer. Pitch is to Croner. Sam Corona. Looks like he might have got back up to the line of scrimmage.
Making a stop for Carroll, number 9, Tommy Marquez. And a 4 on the play, 3rd down 8.
So it's 3rd down and 9 yards. Ball's on the 48-yard line. 47-yard line. Hands off to Sam Corona.
Number 43, Sam Corona.
Fourth down. At about 5.
4th down, 4 yards. Ball at the 44-yard line.
Ball's on about the 43, 44-yard line. Hand off. Pitt. And he goes nowhere. The defense is all over him.
Also number 95, Jacob Moorhead. Ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder that we please ask that you stay off of the track and field area after completion of tonight's contest.
Well, with 6:51 left in the game, Bishop Carroll takes over. Quarterback keeper. He runs through. Looks like he has a first down. Number 16 is in that quarterback right now. Jake Allen, he's a 6'3", 190-pound junior quarterback. He just picked up about 11 yards for a first down. Hands off to the running back. He goes nowhere. He may even have lost a couple of flag on the play.
Making a stop for the Cougars, number 87, Braden Burlew. Penalty marker on the play.
After the play was over, dead ball, personal foul on the defense.
A little bit of frustration coming out right now. The defense gets a personal foul. With 5:35 left in the game, the score is Salina South 0, Bishop Carroll 49. Hands off to the running back, number 30. Looks like he picked up about 3 yards.
Making the stop for the Cougars, number 4, DJ Weir. Need a 3 on the way, second down and 7. 26-yard line.
Straight up the middle.
Ball carrier number 16, Jake Allen.
Quarterback keeps it.
Making the stop for the Cougars, number 59, Dusty Clausen.
Picks up a couple more yards. Looks like it's 3rd down and 5 with the ball on about the 20-yard line.
3rd down 5, ball at the 28-yard line.
Number 16, Jake Allen, back in the shotgun. He takes it and he's running it around the corner. Breaks a couple of tackles, and there he's met by a house of Cougars. Looks like he might have picked up the first down.
Cougars number 8, Bryce Sonoy. Also number 70, Alex Parker.
So it's 1st and 10. Ball at about the 13-yard line. With 3:37 left in the game.
Ball carrier number 16, Jake Allen.
Jake Allen kept the ball again.
The Cougars, number 59, Dusty Clausen. No gain on the play, 2nd down 10. 13-yard line.
Looks like a handoff to the running back. Looks like he picked up about 4 yards. Third down and about 4 for a first down.
3rd down 4 on the 7-yard line.
And 7 yards for a touchdown.
Ball carrier number 30, Austin Weber.
4th down. 1:57 left in it. 1:56 left in the game.
Fourth down 1, ball at the 5-yard line.
So 1:37 left in the game. Bishop Carroll 49, Salina South 0. Looks like he's pushed back.
No gain on the play. Cougars take over on down.
1:02 left in the game.
First and 10, Cougars ball at the 4-yard line. Ball carrier number 2, Eric McCullough.
Looks like Eric picked up a first down. 25 seconds left in the game. Folks, this game is over. And the Cougars held scoreless. Bishop Carroll 49. And I will join you here in just a few seconds in the post-game show. Welcome to the post-game show. And what can I say but wow. Bishop Carroll, 49. Salina South, 0. And you did hear that right. Bishop Carroll, 49. Salina South, 0. Bishop Carroll was hitting on all cylinders. Salina South just didn't have it tonight. It's one of those nights where they couldn't get anything to work or anything to operate. And Bishop Carroll had everything working. They had their defense working. They had their offense working. They had all aspects of the game working. Me and my co-host, Stuart Haas, was totally amazed by what was transforming tonight as they were just continuously taking the ball up the field and scoring. There's nothing else that can be said, but tonight was Bishop Carroll's night, and South, it was not their night tonight. So I will like to thank you for watching the post-game show. Welcome to the post-game show. I'm here with Coach Sellers. Coach, tough one tonight.
Very tough. Haven't been on the end of this outcome too many times. Ran into a heck of a team, didn't play our best game, and it's just tough to go out like that.
Yeah, but even though I'm a South alumni, and I know it's for South to go out like that is tough, but you guys really did have a good season this year.
Yeah, that's the hardest part about this is it's kind of a curse when your program's goal is to win a state championship every season. When that doesn't happen, no matter how great of a season you did have, and we did have a great season, it's tough, especially tonight, to kind of look past that and look back. And we'll have time here in the next few weeks to, awfully proud of these kids. Our senior class ended up as the second all-time winningest class in school history. 3 10-win seasons in a row, and a lot to be proud of. But we'll wait for that for tomorrow maybe. And tonight this kind of sucks.
Yeah. There's that. I think sometimes we just have those times, and I think tonight was just maybe one of those times for South.
Yeah, definitely. To take nothing away from them, they're a fantastic team, and we just had some turnovers there in the first half and didn't execute some things well defensively and offensively. And when you do that against a team this good, those kind of things happen scoreboard-wise, and it's just tough for our seniors. They a heck of a group for us that did everything we asked of them and more. And like I said, we're wildly successful. Just tough to go out, and especially like that too. It makes things hard.
Yeah, especially I guess when you're just one game away from that goal of being in the state championship.
Absolutely.
But I still say, Coach, you had a great year, and thanks for coming out, talking to me.
Thanks for all you guys do for our kids and the coverage that you give them.
All right, thank you.
Boo! Hey, where are you going? Can't get by me. I'm #1 in this class. I rule this lab. I'm #1. Hey, I don't think so. Yes! Winner! I am the king! Woo!
You wouldn't do it there.
Woo!
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
What? Jerk.
Mowry Clinic provides the Salina community with a comprehensive spectrum of services delivered with compassion and sensitivity. We strive to create a partnership with our patients that promotes health and well-being in all phases of life. We care about our patients, we care about providing quality health care services, and we care about our community. Chances are you know many of us because Mowry Clinic physicians live in Salina. We are coaches for youth sports teams and leaders for Boy Scouts and 4-H. We offer time, talent, and financial support to a variety of community events and charities. Our children attend school with your children. Our families attend worship services with your families. And we are proud to call Salina home. We have a vested interest in the success of this community, and we remain committed to an independent practice model that promotes our proud heritage and philosophy to provide quality medical care centered on the relationship between each patient and the physician of their choice. You have a choice for your medical care. Choose a doctor dedicated to the pursuit of excellence in healthcare services. Choose Mowry Clinic.
What did that mean? Minor surgery. Not to me, it wasn't. I'm no risk taker. That's why I chose to have my surgery at Salina Regional. I wanted all the resources of a full-service hospital available to me. You know, just in case.
It's your choice where to go for surgery. Salina Regional Health Center, here for all your surgery needs.
The friendly staff at Salina Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Clinic, located at 523 South Santa Fe, are always welcoming new patients to serve in the areas of sports medicine, total joint care, and more. You can contact the office at 785-823-7213 or toll free at 1-866-406-4141.